No, there are other things that come to my mind, but not that one.
I stared death in the face, and for the first time, I saw my true self.
My very first incredibly pressing question that I'm sure every person is wondering and every person has already asked you, what was harder, learning to fight or learning to speak Russian?
That's a cool one. I haven't had that one yet, so you're the first.
Really? That's shocking.
Yeah.
I thought every person would ask it.
No, there are other things that come to my mind, but not that one. I would say it's definitely the Russian. I think that was definitely the hard thing. And I'll tell you why it was hard, because it's one thing to learn Russian, but then it's another to like try and improvise on the day with Russians. So
you actually like learned the language. Like how conversational are you now?
No, the way it works is that you kind of go, you have what you've learned, which is, you know, and you got to kind of roughly know what you're saying. But then when you get into a scene, sometimes you discover things in a scene that kind of feel like maybe this could be said, or we can play around with that, or someone might throw something out in Russian. And we go, well, what's that? Oh, that sounds cool. What would we say back to that? And I'd say da-da-da-da. And then is the key thing. Go, okay, well, we're shooting it the next take, so we've just rehearsed it. And then it's my job to turn to my amazing dialect coach, dialect coach, to translate what I said in English to Russian, and then teach me it in a matter of 5 minutes, so then I can then do it.
Wow, and he didn't like make fun of your accent or anything. He was like kind.
Made sure that it had. I mean, also we have other Russian actors, so which was kind of interesting was that we could really help. You know, they could help me in moments like that. So, but it was fun. It was fun. But I would say getting that down. And by the way, that was really important. Was one of the layers to this character that you find out about in the comic books, that you're just like, listen, I really want to root this in his, like to give you that authenticity, to make you feel like we've really grounded this character from where he comes from. So
yeah, it was incredibly impressive. Because that was, you know, that's pretty much one of the first things we see is you in the prison speaking Russian, and it is just like, wait, did he know that already? Impressive.
What's also fun is because you're not expecting it in a Marvel movie, right? You're not expecting these things. I think that's what's great with this movie, is that we got to, you know, you use that Marvel as a stamp of approval, and you hold that as high standards. But then this movie feels like a standalone movie in a sense that it's like a real gritty, raw gangster story, and you know, and it means that we can make the action R. It means that we can make these guys speak in Russian. It means that we can really not hold back, and I think that's what we're excited to share with the audience. That we go, listen, this is a character you've seen in comic books, but we're gonna make you feel like it's grounded in something great, you know.
You're a goddamn lunatic.
Oh, you just figured that out now?